I think probably the biggest challenge is time. There's not enough hours in the day to do all the things that our educators want to do, because they want to be present for the children, they want to be engaged with families, they want to be preparing the environment, coming up with these inspiring activities, and they need to be writing this sort of paper trail of all those other elements. And so the time pressure on them is really significant. And, we're particularly aware that for the vast majority of our educators, they got into this field because they love working with children, not because they are prolific authors. They may have written incidentally as part of their studies. It may or may not be a strength that they have in their repertoire, but very few of our educators absolutely love writing things down. They love working with children.
Yeah,
and that's where they want to spend the majority of their time and the majority of their energy. And so it's about looking for a solution to make the documentation part, which is vital and important, but maybe not the most satisfying for them, maybe not the most emotionally fulfilling for them. How can we make that part of the job more efficient and done to the same quality, and giving parents the same insights and giving children the same ideas for how to analyze what they're doing and move forward, but giving the educators some time back so that they can spend their moments with the children. Quite often, almost a stage fright when it comes to documentation. That you've loved what you've done in the classroom, then you go into the staff room and you know that you need to write something up, and you almost freeze. Where do I begin? How do I phrase this? And you're sort of thinking, you've got your own voice as an individual, but then you're trying to build a professional dialogue around that. And I think for a lot of people, it makes it a process that feels disempowering, because they don't quite know where to begin. They don't know quite how to get where they want to go. Particularly true for a lot of our educators with English as a second language. We're so privileged to have a culturally diverse team. That's so beneficial and enriching for our children. It means that our equally diverse families can have people who can communicate with them in their home languages. But when it comes to sitting down and writing up, a learning story, or, documenting a group program, it can be really labourful for someone with English as a second language to have to figure out not only how to translate this into written English, but also in a professional context, using the right vocabulary, bringing in those early years learning framework references. That's a really difficult task, and it takes a lot of mental energy.
Absolutely.
A way to make that not just quicker, but lighter process, where they get to feel the pride of celebrating their professional work and illuminating what the child has done.